Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, to retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
And a very good afternoon, baseball fans, as we welcome you to Day 4 and the second game of the day at the Babe Ruth Baseball Pacific Northwest Regional at Kiger Stadium in Klamath Falls, as we've got our second consolation game of the day between the Clark County Cubs and the Calgary Blues. As we move throughout today's broadcast, we'll have a better opportunity to meet the teams, as on the mound is going to be Dylan Damos for the Clark County Cubs. We'll take a look at some of the numbers for Damos, and then we'll meet the starting lineup for the Calgary Blues. As pull up some of these numbers for Damos and the Clark County Cubs this season. This is Damos' second start. Only the third game he's pitched in this year, and he's got an ERA of 4.0. Stepping in now is Joey Buse to lead things off for Calgary. Or it's Bennett Quip. Apologies there. Quip is batting leadoff for the Blues. We'll get you the starting lineup after this, as it's an 0-1 count. Now 2-0. So the starting lineup for the Calgary Blues: Bennett Quip, then Joey Buse, Carson Trones, Noah Anderson, Rylan Florendine, Cash Newens, David Vanderveen, Ben Luderbach, Anthony Lazzarato, then Emmett Yohemus. The starting lineup for the Calgary Blues is a 2-1 count. Damos, the right-hander, getting his first start in the tournament. Both these teams enter play 1-2. Strike two called, 2 balls and 2 strikes to the left-handed hitting Bennett Quip. That pitch misses as we take a look at Quip this season. He gets a walk there. Again, this Blues team hasn't played too many games together, but we can see what they've done in this tournament. This tournament, Quip was batting 200. Now Joey Buse, who bats 250 for the tournament, is up to bat. One 1-0 count on the way to Buse. Taken for a ball, 1-0. So you go around the diamond for the Clark County Cubs. Behind the dish, it's Jason Sumakill. Cole Robinson at third, Ryland Brown at short, Chris Terry at second, and Michael Legg at first. That pitch misses in, 2-0. In the outfield for Clark County, it's Nicholas, Ladisaw, and Terry in right. Fouled back, 2-1. Three balls, two strikes, the count to Joey Buse. Just underway in the second game of the day from Klamath. It's going to come in, and that hit Buse. That got him right in the foot. So we've got a meeting at the mound to find time to remind you of the great sponsors here at Calgary Stadium that make this broadcast possible, like Henris Roofing, Les Schwab Tires, Pop Howard's, Diamond Home Improvement, Sherm's Thunderbird, and Howard's Meat Center, along with our sponsors at the station, Abby's Legendary Pizza, Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club, On Top Tree Services, along with Coldwell Banker, Holman Premier Realty, and Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Carson Trones to bat now with two runners on and nobody out. Here's the pitch. Lay down a bunt down the third base line. Robinson coming in, and he is going to have to eat this one up. A great bunt by Carson Trones. That loads the bases. First base hit of the day for Calgary. And that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Noah Anderson. Nolan Anderson, the 18-year-old, getting his first at-bat of this game. That is a ground ball right back through the middle. That's going to score Quip. They're waving around Buse. The center fielder, Ladisaw, has trouble coming up with it. So a 2 RBI single as Trones advances to third on the play as the Blues lead 2-0. Batting now is Ryland Florendine. Take a look at the numbers for Florendine this tournament as the runner moves to first. They cut him off, the throw home, and they got him. Trones out at the plate on a great design play by the Clark County infield. One away, and the runner advances to second. It was Anderson. So 0-1 the count to Ryland Florendine. Pop up behind first base foul, and Florendine at the plate. Apologies there. Florendine this tournament is batting .300. An RBI opportunity here with just one away in the top of the first. That is a deep fly ball to left field. Back is the left fielder, Nicholas, trying to get under it, and that one is going to end up over his head and bounce up along the wall. They're going to wave around Anderson to score. He's coming in, and he's going to get in standing. An RBI double for Ryan Florendine. 3-0, Calgary leads. That brings up Cash Newens. Newens at this tournament is batting .500. He's 5 for 10. Here's the pitch from Demos. That is taken low and in for a ball. 1-0. That's a ground ball right back towards Demos. He's going to throw on to first for the second out, but Florendine does advance to third on the play. So 2 away, and that brings up David Vanderveen. The pitch to Vanderveen is popped foul. Drew steps back in the box, down 0-1 in the count. As we take a look at the stats this tournament for Vanderveen, he's actually without a hit, but he has walked quite a bit. He's been hit by a pitch, as a matter of fact. So 0-2 to him now. Vanderveen is yet to record a hit in the tournament, looking to come up big with a 2-out single that would build his team's lead. They're already up 3-0 in the top of the first. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and that will end the inning. 3 runs home for the Calgary Blues. On 3 base hits, they leave 1 stranded. So we got to the bottom of the first as we continue our coverage of the Babe Ruth Baseball Pacific Northwest Regional on mybasin.com.
Sports was kind of what defined me as a person. I loved to play every sport I could possibly play. The Abbeys was really the family stomping ground for all of our community. Saturday afternoon soccer tournaments, we'd head over to Abbeys afterwards. And then when we got up into middle school, on our way home, we'd stop at Abbeys after basketball games. When I go home, I want to see 2 things when I drive through Winston. I want to see my Abbeys, and I want to see my high school. And those are the 2 memories that stick out the most to me.
Ready for the bottom of the first as Demos leads off for Clark County. Then it's Nicholas, Halaloos, Robinson, Sumikill, Ladishaw, Brown, Terry, Legg, and then Chris Terry rounds out the order for Clark County. 0-1 count, Florendine on the mound for the Blues. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, 0-1. Florentine has pitched 4 innings at this tournament. He's got an ERA of 7.0. The 0-2 misses low, 1-2. The 1-2 swung on and missed, and that will be the first out in the bottom of the first. Calgary leads 3-0. Brings up Cameron Nicholas. The 1-0 is taken for a strike. 1-1. Hallelujah waits on deck. That is a strike on the outside corner. That's a nice two-seam fastball from Florentine. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2 on the elevated fastball. Still 2-2. The 2-2 is fouled straight back. The count will remain 2-2. Here at Calgary Stadium for the Babe Ruth Pacific Northwest Regional Tournament. Calgary Stadium, the dimensions 325 down either line, 350 to left and right center, and the 385 to dead center field. The 2-2. Curveball taken inside. Count runs full, 3-2. Full count pitch on the way to Nicholas. That is flared out, foul behind third base. A walk for Nicholas. He's aboard at first with 1 away in the bottom of the first. This brings up Hallelujah. Hallelujah is hitting .316 on the season. Ground ball right back up the middle is going to ricochet off of Florentine. Now the third baseman Nguyen's over to try to make the play, but they've got Nicholas caught in a rundown. He's going to be tagged out, and that was a heads-up play there by Nguyen's to record that out. Safely aboard at first is Hallelujah. Cole Robinson batting now for Clark County with 2 outs and a runner aboard at first. It's Hallelujah. The pitch to Robinson is taken for a strike, 1-1. On deck is Sumakil. Here's the 1-1. Taken off for second after the pass ball is going to be Halaloos. He's in there safely, 2 away and a 2-1 count. It's a ground ball, foul down the third baseline. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And a runner on second is Halaloos. The Blues lead 3-0 over the Clark County Cubs. Here's the 2-2. Curveball misses high. Count runs full. The full count pitch is hit high to left field. Quip underneath it, back a couple of steps, and he's going to make the catch to retire the side. 3-0 as we head to the top of the second in our continuing coverage of Day 4 at the Pacific Northwest Regional at Calgary Stadium on mybasin.com.
Trying to lose some weight and get in shape? Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club provides a clean and friendly workout environment with professional and experienced staff to help you achieve your goals. They offer state-of-the-art equipment, indoor tennis and pickleball courts, certified personal trainers, tons of group exercise classes. They're the best exercise facility in the Klamath Basin. Plus, they now have a smoothie bar to give you a nutritious boost after your workout. See and feel the difference at Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club. It's the place to be.
Top of the second inning, and first pitch swinging for Luderbach. He's going to round first and head for second on the ground ball that was down the left field line. He's in for a double. That's the 4th hit of the afternoon for Calgary. And that will bring up Anthony Lazzarato as we're just back into this game, and Calgary leads 3-0. We're in the top of the second inning of this consolation game on the 4th day of the Pacific Northwest Babe Ruth Baseball Regional Tournament. Here's the pitch to Lazzarato as Demos comes set. 0-1. Ball and a strike after the outside fastball to Lazzarato miss. Lazzarato batting from the left side. At this tournament so far for Lazzarato. As we pull up some of the numbers on him. He's batting, well, in 4 at-bats. He's actually yet to record a hit. He has been walked once. He's struck out 4 times. 2 balls and a strike to Lazzarato. That is hit in the air to center field. Lattisaw over a few steps underneath it to make the catch. Tagging from second is Luderbach, and he is going to get in there. 1 away and a runner on third. That brings up Emmett Yohemis. Luderbach stands at third with just 1 out. This is the 10th hitter in the order. And it's back to the top for Calgary. Swung on and missed. 0-1. Off-speed pitch from Demos froze up Yohemis, so 0-2. That one's going to bounce to the plate. Sumakill, a fine job of keeping it in front of him. A ball and 2 strikes. The pitch to Yohemis is popped foul behind first base, and that's going to be out of play. Look out. Ooh. Count remains 1-2. Here's the pitch to Yohemis. That is a check swing, and no, he did not. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Curveball and strike 3 looking. A beautiful breaking pitch from Demos, and that froze up Yohemis for the 2nd out. Back to the top of the order for Quip. Bennett Quip is without an at-bat yet as he walked in his first plate appearance. The pitch is swung on and missed, 0-1. Later on in the first semifinal tonight at 4 o'clock, the Klamath Falls Falcons are set to take on Calgary Premier. And in the final game of the night, it'll be the Nelson Baseball Club battling Kelso Premier. It's a consolation game as each of these 2 teams finished pool play with a record of 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that will end the inning. So the Blues leave 1 stranded at third. They still lead 3-0 as we head to the bottom half of the 2nd on My Basin.
Hi there, it's Les Schwab Tires, reminding you that changing seasons can mean changing road conditions. Introducing the brand new Backcountry AT2 for a quieter ride with improved performance in wet conditions. Because when it comes to keeping your family safe, the right tires help you feel prepared for anything. Seriously, anything. Now save up to $130 when you buy Quadtrac tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Ready for the bottom of the second inning as the Calgary Blues lead the Clark County Cubs 3-0. Leading off is Jason Somakill, then Walker Ladisaw, then Rylan Brown. Fouled back on the first pitch, 0-1. Rylan Florendine, still on the bump for the Blues. It's now 1-1 count, to Somakill. Hitting the shallow center field, coming in is Buse, the shortstop actually making the play. Trones on the run. Fantastic play in shallow center to record the first out. Walker Ladisaw to bat now for the Cubs. This season, he's batting just .222. He's got 10 base hits on the year. Ball and a strike to Ladisaw. Ball and 2 strikes to Ladisaw. Here's the pitch. It is a bouncing ball over the head of Florendine, but Luterbach charging, and he bobbles it. Would have been a close play at first. We'll see how they score it. But either way, Ladisaw is aboard at first, and Brown to hit. So that'll be in the books as an error on the second baseman, Luterbach, and Brown to bat now. Move over to first. It's a close one, but back safely is Ladisaw. Brown, the shortstop, again getting his first look at Florendine. Showing bunt, pulls back in time, and the pitch blocked by Yohemus, so it doesn't get too far from him, 1-0. Showing bunt again. And back again. 2-0. The 2-0 is taken low, 3-0, and that one is going to get away from Yohemus, so advancing up to second is Ladisaw. And now Brown with a 3-0 count and an RBI opportunity. We'll see how he approaches this pitch from Florentine. Strike one called. Three-one called, strike two. Lead off a second by Ladisaw, the second baseman Luterbach holding him. Here's the pitch. It is lined into center field. Buse over a couple of steps coming in and makes the catch for the second out. Ladisaw remains at second, and that brings up Matthew Terry. Terry batting .316. They called strike, 1-1. Ladisaw boarded second. Terry in a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Curveball nicely broken off by Florentine. That's strike two. Ground ball foul down the first base line. The 1-2. It's going to miss wide. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On the move was Ladisaw. The tag applied, and he's safe under the tag at third as Newens' throw took him off the bag, and Newens couldn't apply the tag until Ladisaw was already safe. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 out. Runner at third for the Clark County Cubs as they're looking to strike first. That is called strike 3, and they leave the runner at third as we go to the top of the third with Calgary still up 3-0 at the Pacific Northwest Babe Ruth Regional at Calgary Stadium on MyBaseCom.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Three 0 the score and an 0-1 count. Now a 1-1 count as the Calgary Blues lead the Clark County Cubs. We're in the top of the third inning. That is a shot to right center field. That's going to get down probably for extra bases. Buse rounds first and heads for second. He's going to pull up there, and a double to begin the inning for Joey Buse. Fifth base knock of the day for the Blues. Brings up Carson Trones. That's a shot to left field. Back is Nicholas. He's going back to the warning track, and that one is going to get down and one hop the fence. Rounding third and headed home is Buse. He's going to get in there standing, and they're just going to swap places out there as Calgary takes a 4-0 lead. The left-handed bat of Anderson steps in now. Here's the pitch. It's hit foul, 0-1. One run already home in the inning as the Blues lead 4-0. Anderson today's 1 for 1 with a couple of RBI. Here's the pitch. That one's going to miss wide, 1-1. That's going to be taken down and in. 2 balls and a strike now to Anderson. That is the off-speed pitch. Damos had Anderson out in front, dropped third strike, and he is going to reach safely. Also advancing was Trones from second to third, so runners at the corners for Rylan Florendine. Florendine today 1 for 1 with an RBI. Florentine 1 for 1 with an RBI today, a prime opportunity for more. Move over to first, and back safely is Anderson. Couple step off lead to first for Anderson. Damos comes set. And move over to first again. That was a great throw, but now breaking for the plate is Trones, and he's going to score. 5-0 the lead for Calgary. The pitch from Damos. That is a ground ball to third. Robinson knocks it down. The throw across the diamond is going to take leg off the bag. Now going to third is Anderson. They're sending him. Anderson is going home. The throw is going to be late, and Anderson scores. Advancing to third is Florentine. 6-0 the score. And Florentine aboard at third. That'll bring up Cash Newens. The infield comes in for Clark County. And we're going to have a courtesy runner, it looks like, for the pitcher Florentine. Looks like it's going to be Cody Davidson at third base. Cash Newens batting now, 0 for 1 today. Newens steps into the right-handed batter's box, and here's the pitch. It's going to be taken for ball 1. Two balls, no strikes, and no outs to Newens. Here's the pitch. It's going to be taken low, ball 3. Pitch number 50 for Damos on the way. Swung on and missed. The count now 3-1. Ground ball out towards short. Brown is going to take it on a hop, throw across the diamond. Leg has to jump for it, and it's still over his glove. That's going to score Davidson. Now heading for second is Newens. No, he's trying to get back to first. And he's back safely. Newens took a big turnaround first and then decided to stay put. Either way, a run comes in to score to make it 7-0. And a runner aboard at first, still with nobody out in the inning. And that'll bring up Drew Vanderveen. Vanderveen today 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Move over to first, and back safely is Newens. It's popped up, foul. Counts 0-1 to Drew Vanderveen. Vanderveen ducks out of the way. A ball and a strike now to Vanderveen. On deck is Ben Luderbach. Taking off, going to second is Newens, and no throw. On 2 strikes and a steal for Newens. So that gets rid of the double play possibility and gives Vanderveen an RBI opportunity. In the top of the third, his team up 7-0. Here's the pitch. It's flared foul. Still 1-2. Big lead off of first by Newens. Second baseman Terry covering. Here's the pitch from Demos and called time at the plate by Vanderveen. The 1-2. It's going to be taken inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A good pitch for Vanderveen to lay off. That's going to bounce to the plate, 3-2. On deck after Vanderveen is Ben Luderbach, who waits on deck. The full count pitch on the way to Vanderveen. As Damos comes set, here it is. That's going to bounce to the plate and a walk. Luderbach to bat now. He's 1 for 1. That's now with Newens at second and Vanderveen at first with nobody out. Ground ball back towards second. Terry toss onto short for 1. Brown onto first, and it's not in time to get the back end. Advancing to third is Newens. 1 away, and aboard at first is Luderbach. Runner at third is Newens. And batting now is Lazzarato. The throw down to second is going to wind up in center field. That is going to score another run, and potentially 2, as now Vanderveen's coming around to score, and it's now 9-0 Calgary. Meeting on the mound, still top of the third, just 1 away. As Luderbach scored and Newens scored on that last play, Lazzarato is going to wind up still at the dish, as it was an attempted steal by Luderbach into center field, and both of them end up scoring. Two and 0 the count to Anthony Lazzarato as he bats now with the bases empty and just one away. The pitch from Damos on the way. It's going to miss wide, now 3 and 0. The pitch is going to miss as well. A 4-pitch walk to Lazzarato brings up Emmett Yohemis. Couple step lead off of first for Lazzarato. Yohemis steps into the right-handed batter's box, and here's the pitch. Move to first to try to get Lazzarato, and they're saying he's safe back there, but he's down. Lazzarato's down for a minute. Are they giving him second base? Oh, no. Why would they give him second base? What? I'm sorry. There's got to be some kind of conversation happening. Yeah, the coach from Clark County. There was already a lot of controversy between the Clark County dugout and the umpiring staff yesterday. And we thought there might be more coming. That is a very confusing call. Can we get clarification? Can we ask? Can we ask? Like, trying to figure out what exactly the ruling is on the field. So the call is obstruction by leg at first. And they're going to give Lazzarato second base, it looks like. It is a very confusing moment on the field as Emmett Yohemis is down in the count 0-1. Large lead for Lazzarato off a second. Here's the pitch. It's fouled back. 0-2. Big lead off a second from Lazzarato. Move to second, and the throw is going to skip into center field. Lazzarato up, and he's headed to third, and he's going to get in safely. It's a balk. So I think he lifted the leg, started his motion to home, and then turned around. So they are calling that a balk. So Lazzarato advancing to third there. Misses 1 and 2. Foul back, a ball and 2 strikes. Still just 1 out in the top of the third. That was a great curveball that missed to Yohemis. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Full count, 3 and 2. Full count, a runner at third. The pitch. It is lined into center field for a base hit, and Lazzarato is going to score, make it a 10-0 ball game. And Yohemis aboard at first. Back to the top of the order now is Bennett Quip. Is to bat. Seven runs home this inning for the Blues. Still just 1 out. Pitch is called a ball. It's wide. 1-0. Nothing the score in the top of the third. Good fastball from Demos. Evens the count to Quip. Ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. That is laced into left field, down for a base hit. They're going to wave Yohemis around to go to third. They might wave him in, and he is going to stay put at third. Winding up at second is Quip for a 1-out double. That is 75 pitches for Demos, and could potentially spell the end for the Cubs pitcher. And it looks like we've got a new pitcher coming out of the bullpen, as that will do it for Demos. He will head out into the field. We'll get the substitutions for you when we come back. We're in the top of the third inning in a 10-0 ball game as the Calgary Blues lead the Clark County Cubs in Day 4 of the Pacific Northwest Regional at Kiger Stadium on Basin.com.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars, there are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, to retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
Joey Buse hitting now for the Blues as we re-enter this ball game in the top of the third with 1 out. Already 7 runs home for the Blues. The first pitch is taken for a strike. As we take a look now, it is Owen Hewitt on the mound for the Clark County Cubs. Rest of the changes is Damos went to center, Walker Ladishaw in left, and Terry in right now. And those are the only changes for the Clark County Cubs. They find themselves down 10-0. An 0-2 count to Joey Buse. The 1-2. Great curveball that is lazily grounded out towards short. Brown, the throw is going to be late. Oh, whoa. So he's out at first. And that is the second out. Run came in to score, so it's 11-0. So Quip at third brings up Carson Trones.
Brings up shortstop, number 19, Carson Trones.
A ball and a strike to Trones. That's a strike as well on the off-speed pitch that finds the zone against Trones. That is popped up in the infield, playable. The catcher Somakill moving over, and that's going to drop in foul territory. So the count remains 1-2. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed, and the Cubs finally get out of this inning, but not before the Blues score 8. It's 11-0 as we head to the bottom of the third on mybasin.com.
Sports was kind of what defined me as a person. I loved to play every sport I could possibly play. The Abbeys was really the family stomping ground for all of our community. Saturday afternoon soccer tournaments, we'd head over to Abbeys afterwards. And then when we got up into middle school, on our way home, we'd stop at Abbeys after basketball games. When I go home, I want to see two things when I drive through Winston. I want to see my Abbeys, and I want to see my high school. And those are the two memories that stick out the most to me.
So we're getting ready in the bottom of the third inning. And still on the mound is Florentine for the Blues. A swing and a miss at the first pitch. Michael Legg batting now for the Cubs. 0-2 after the swing and the miss. The 0-2 on the way from Florentine. Here it is. It's going to be taken wide, 1-2. Two balls, two strikes, nobody out. 11 runs on 8 hits. One error for the Blues. For the Cubs, no runs, no hits, 4 errors. The 2-2 is fouled off. Count remains 2-2 to Legg. Then it's Terry back to the top of the order after that for Hewitt. Great breaking pitch, and that one misses. Full count. Three-two. Full count on the way to Legg. Swung on and missed, and he goes down on strikes for the first out in the bottom of the third. Third strikeout of the day for Florentine. Two-zero count to Chris Terry, a 17-year-old from Vancouver, Washington. Here's the pitch. That is flared out, shallow right field. Back is the second baseman, Luderbach, but that's going to drop down for the first base hit of the game for the Cubs. Oh, 0-1 the count to Hewitt. No, this is Damos batting. The pitch. It is swung on and missed. 0-2. That is swung on and missed. Damos goes down on strikes for the second out this inning. Still aboard at first is Terry, and that'll bring up Nicholas. Cameron Nicholas. Oh, pardon me. Now Hewitt is batting. Hewitt takes a look at ball one low. Hewitt. 2 balls, 1 strike, and 2 away with a runner at first for the Cubs. They're down 11-0 in the bottom of the third. The pitch from Florentine is called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count runs full to Hewitt. Taken off from first is Terry, and that is going to be strike 3 called, and that will end the inning. Headed to the top of the fourth, and the Calgary Blues lead 11-0 at the Babe Ruth Northwest Regional on MyBase.com.
Trying to lose some weight and get in shape? Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club provides a clean and friendly workout environment with professional and experienced staff to help you achieve your goals. They offer state-of-the-art equipment, indoor tennis and pickleball courts, certified personal trainers, tons of group exercise classes. They're the best exercise facility in the Klamath Basin. Plus, they now have a smoothie bar to give you a nutritious boost after your workout. See and feel the difference at Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club. It's the place to be.
So quite a few defensive changes for the Clark County Cubs here in the top of the fourth inning. They're down 11-0 as we'll just reset the defense for you for Clark County. It's Jason Zumikill behind the dish. Cole Robinson at third. Dylan Damos at short. Elias Estrada at second. Alex Hallalus at first. Walker Ladisaw in left. Sebastian Ladisaw in center. And Matthew Terry in right. As the first pitch is a ball to Anderson. It's the Blues up 11-0. The 2-1 misses wide, makes it 3-1. So that'll be a walk for Anderson to lead things off for the Blues. Now batting is Rylan Florendine. Florendine today is 1 for 2 with an RBI. Move over to first. Two and 0 the count to Florendine. Lead off of first from Anderson. The pitch. It is flared out. That one could be trouble. That's going to get down for a base hit. Anderson moves to second. Florendine to first. And 2 on with nobody out for the Blues in the top of the fourth. Cash Newens to bat now. He is 0 for 2 today, but he has knocked in an RBI on a sac fly and has come around to score after being hit by a pitch. Two 2-0 the count to Newens. On deck is Vanderveen as the Blues try to tack on a few more in the bottom half, or the top half. It's 2-1. Score 11-0. Newens takes one high there. 3 balls and a strike to the Blues right fielder. Newens is aboard with the walk, so the bases are loaded. And that brings up Drew Vanderveen, and we might be getting a change. And it looks like it could be it for Hewitt. No, potentially not. Looks like it could just be a normal meeting at the mound, but the bases are loaded and so it looks like there is a new pitcher for Clark County Cubs as Hewitt walks off the field. Looks like this is probably going to be a clean break. So we'll come back and we'll get you the changes when we return as we continue our coverage of the Babe Ruth Pacific Northwest Regional at Kiger Stadium on MyBasin.com. The Blues 11-0.
On Top Tree Services have one of the highest buckets in town. No job too small, no tree too tall. Operating since 2017, this crew's ready for your land clearing, tree removal, tree trimming, stump grinding, and fire prevention. On Top Tree Services offers same-day estimates. I can't mention this enough. If a tree falls on your house or vehicle, they offer a 24/7 emergency tree or limb removal. Give them a call today at 541-882-8707. On Top Tree Services, fast, easy, and reliable. CCB 216014.
Eli Estrada on the bump for the Cubs, as it looks like Nicholas has come into play second. Just a quick swap there. Is Vanderveen at the plate with bases loaded. That is popped up foul. Out of play, 0-1. So aboard at third is Anderson. At second, it's Florentine, and Newens at first. 0-1 to Vanderveen, who's 0 for 1 today. He's walked and struck out so far in the ball game. Here's the pitch. Fouled back, 0-2. Big lead off a second by Florentine. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Down on strikes is Vanderveen for the second time today. That's going to bring up Luterbach. Luterbach today is 1 for 2. He scored a run when he was on base. Luterbach first pitch swinging, lines one foul down the third base line. This is inside, 1-1. And it's hit in the air to left field. Ladisaw going back and making the catch for the second out. Tagging from third is Anderson, and everyone is tagging and moving up one. So 2 away, the score 12-0 on the sacrifice fly, and that brings up Anthony Lazzarato with runners at second and third. Lazzarato today is 0 for 1. He's also walked. One 0 the count to Lazzarato. Three balls, no strikes. Swung on and missed. The count runs full now, 3-2 to Lazzarato. Strike three called on the outer third, and that will do it for the top of the fourth inning. As we go now to the bottom half, Calgary leads 12-0 over Clark County in our continuing coverage of Day 4 Ruth Pacific Northwest Regional at Kiger Stadium.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Bottom of the fourth inning, and Hallelujah to bat for the Cubs. Here's the pitch from Florentine. It's going to come in high and tight and miss 1-0. So it's Hallelujah, Robinson, and Stomakill due up this half for the Cubs. As they try to climb back in, they're down 12-0. Pitch misses high, 2-0. It's a race for the foul ball, I guess. Two balls and a strike, time is called. Three-1 the count now to Hallelujah. He is 1 for 1 today. The pitch from Florentine. Taken for strike two as the count runs full. Ground ball out towards second. Luterbach up with it. The throw on is going to be in time for the first down.
Brings up third baseman number 18, Cole Robinson.
Cole Robinson batting now 0 for 1 today. Taken for a strike. That is flared out to first and snagged by Lazzarato. A nice play there to record the second out. Somakill batting now. He's 0 for 1. Swung on and missed for strike one. Line drive into center field and a two-out single for Somakill as the Cubs try to get in back into this one. He stretches it into a double. That is nice running there by Somakill. Only the second hit of the day for the Cubs as they're going to have a runner go out there for Somakill, the catcher. It's now Walker Ladisaw to bat. Oh, 1. Terry running at second. The 0-1 to Ladisaw. Ball and a strike. Big lead off a second from Terry. Coming set is Florentine, and he delivers. That's a ground ball over to first. Lazzarato over a few steps. Going to take it himself and record the out as one base hit in the inning. Doesn't amount to any runs for the Cubs. We go to the top of the fifth with the Blues leading 12-0 at the Pacific Northwest Regional for Babe Ruth Baseball at Calgary Stadium on mybasin.com.
On Top Tree Services have one of the highest buckets in town. No job too small, no tree too tall. Operating since 2017, this crew's ready for your land clearing, tree removal, tree trimming, stump grinding, and fire prevention. On Top Tree Services offers same-day estimates. I can't mention this enough. If a tree falls on your house or vehicle, they offer a 24/7 emergency tree or limb removal. Give them a call today at 541-882-8707. On Top Tree Services, fast, easy, and reliable. CCB 216014.
Elias Estrada batting for the Blues pitching for the Cubs and batting for the Blues. I believe it's going to be Yohemis. Yes, Yohemis ahead in the count, 1-0. Ball and a strike to Yohemis. Today he is 1 for 2 with a strikeout. He's also got an RBI. Here's the pitch. It's taken. 2-1. Yeah. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Yohemis, and the pitch. It is swung on and missed. Drop third strike, but the throw down is going to be in time, so Yohemis goes down as the first casualty in the 5th inning. Back to the top of the order now for Calgary, it's Bennett Quip. Quip today's 1 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. The 0-1 on its way to Quip from Estrada, the right-handed thrower from Vancouver, Washington. Here's the pitch. That is a line drive right to the first baseman, Hallelujah, and he makes the grab. Third base isn't the only hot corner, as Hallelujah proven that there, recording the second out. That'll bring up Noah Carlson. He's getting his first at-bat here against Clark County. Here's the pitch from Estrada. That is a ground ball to third. Robinson up with it. The throw across the diamond is in time, and the Blues go down 1-2-3 in the 5th. Headed now to the bottom half as Calgary looks to close the door on Clark County, as we will continue our coverage of Day 4 of the Babe Ruth Baseball Pacific Northwest Regional at Kiger Stadium on MyBaycom.
What wrong with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Last hope for Clark County as we're in the bottom of the fifth in a 12-0 ball game as the Blues lead the Cubs. Sebastian Ladisaw getting his first chance in this ball game against a new pitcher. Davidson on the mound for the Blues. Strike one's called. You can officially close the book on Rylan Florendine. 4 innings pitched, 3 hits, no runs, 1 walk and 5 strikeouts in his start for the Blues. A solid effort helping his team hopefully hold on to this game as that one comes in and hits the batter. So Ladisaw aboard at first. And that's going to bring up Matthew Terry. Cody Davidson on the bump for the Blues. Here it is. It's a strike, 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Strike 3 called against Terry. 1 away with a runner at first. And that will bring up Michael Legg. Legg today 0 for 1. He struck out in his only plate appearance. Move over to first. Ladisaw going to stay put as the ball trickles down the right field line. Lead off at first by Ladisaw. The pitch into the left-handed hitting Legg as Davidson looks in, gathers the sign from Yohemus, and delivers. Ball misses wide. Ball and a strike to Legg. That was a strike as well. 1-2. Davidson comes set, ready to deliver to Legg. Set up for the outside fastball. That one's going to be one that misses low. 2-2. Count runs full, 3-2. We'll see if Ladisaw's on the move on the full count pitch. It's going to be a swing and a miss, so down goes Leggs as the second casualty in the 5th inning. Eli Estrada batting now, getting his first look at the Blues in this contest. Davidson comes set. Here's the delivery. Strike 1. Ball and 2 strikes as Estrada represents the last hope for the Cubs in this tournament. Here's the pitch. It is swung on and missed. Drop third strike and throw down to first will end the ball game. Final is 12-0 as the Blues are winners in this losers bracket contest. We'll be back to wrap things up for you here in just a minute. Again, the final score 12-0. Calgary taking care of Clark County.
Thread. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, to retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
Final score in this consolation final, Clark County falling to Calgary 12-0 for the Blues, 12 runs on 6 hits. Four errors for Calgary, or pardon me, 4 errors for Clark County. As no errors for Calgary. For Clark County, no runs on 2 hits, 4 errors for the Cubs as both of these teams' tournament is over. Winning pitcher today is Rylan Florentine, who pitched 4 innings, 3 hits, no runs. 1 walk and 5 strikeouts. Cody Davidson came in relief of him, pitched an inning, and struck out all 3 batters. The losing pitcher today, Dalen Damos, pitched 2 1/3, gave up 8 hits, 11 runs, 4 of them earned. He walked 3 and struck out 4. Owen Hewitt came in relief, pitched 2/3 of an innings, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout. Eli Estrada, 2 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts. Nothing else notable about his line score, but a solid outing for him. Is the final score 12-0. Now we're on to the semifinals. Starting at about 4:10, it's going to be the Klamath Falls Falcons taking on the Calgary Premier in the first of 2 semifinals tonight to decide who's going to play in the championship game tomorrow at noon. We're going to be back right around 4:10 for the beginning of the Falcons taking on Calgary Premier as we continue your coverage of Day 4 of the Babe Ruth Pacific Northwest Regional on mybasin.com. This is Josh Eldridge saying so long from Kiger Stadium.